Hey guys, how's it going? March 3rd, 2019. Okay, so just want to try to make this really short. Wasn't going to do this, but then I thought, well, might as well. I just doing my nightly thing these days, or at least it's almost like my, yeah, I would say nightly thing. At least this is becoming part of my life, which I'm not exactly thrilled about, but it keeps me somewhat sane. Um, Job's fine. The job's been the job. You make money, and that's about it. Um, Weekends go. I love the weekends. I look forward to the time off. I had a pretty good weekend too. Despite the fact that we just play video games most of the time. But that's just the way things are. The games we're playing right now is actually kind of fun. I bought this one game, as I was mentioning, Dawn of Man. That's pretty good. Of course, my son wanted me to live stream it, and I said, no, I'm not going to live stream it. It's hard enough to get interest in something else other than trains, because that's where my channel's totally based, is trains. Unfortunately, it's more difficult now than ever for me to provide any meaningful contact related to trains. And it's kind of depressing, quite frankly. Um, but I mean, it's 10:15. The night's almost over, and another week starts, and we just go through this whole thing again. So it's I know I don't sound like I'm happy. Just it's kind of hitting me now, the realization that this could be the beginning of the end, as far as I don't know what. Uh, Probably the one niche that I've been interested in, or have tried to evolve for some time, and I don't know what exactly where to take it, because I don't have enough energy or enough desire to take it that far. I have the ideas, I just don't have the follow through, and I'm kind of grabbing at straws here, because if you saw the one video that I did this weekend with my son, actually, and we were having fun. This was just a change from what we were doing, just to do something else besides play Dawn of Man the whole weekend, which was fine. It was fun for the most part. It got boring towards the end, but for the most part, we had fun playing it. And it's a game that we're going to continue to play. It's actually very addictive, which is fine. And as long as you're having fun, who cares, right? So I suppose that's good. I mean, I can't wait. He's actually showing signs of getting better, actually. He had a bad night last night, but this was the first time I actually seen signs that he's getting better. So that's good. Where that goes, he's got to go physio tomorrow, so we'll wait and see. But of course, that's my number one priority. And that's really not stopping me. That's no excuse from what's stopping me from doing what it is I'd like to do right now. And that is either participate in something that is going to further the hobby. When you get a taste of something that's really good, it's very difficult to settle for second best. It really is. And with everything in life, I mean, I'm here now, I don't regret it for a minute. I'm glad I'm here. It's very important that I am here, where I live now. Of course, internet's not the greatest, so I had to make some sacrifices, including going on to regular servers, doing the streaming. But it was a decision, that I don't regret. I needed to save money, hopefully have the money ready for other things that are, more meaningful in life, besides doing something that was just selfishly for me. So, mind you, I'm still looking for those selfish things, because I'm not always going to be with my son, and I'm seeing him a hell of a lot lately compared to in the past. So But trying to get through those times, it's kind of weird because last week I was falling asleep and going to bed early and all kinds of other things. So it's kind of crazy. So what it looks like is happening, and it's gotten to the point. I actually was emailing back and forth with Scott. It's been hit and miss between him and I as far as getting together and doing something Run 8. His interest levels have gone up and down, mostly down considering to my two. I think the issue probably with me is I try to communicate what the hell's going on with my mind, what's going on with how I feel, what's going on with RTS, where I want to go at, and it feels more and more that it's becoming more like the end of the road. Now, yeah, my son's interested in the RTS programming. That's fine. But if you saw what we did this weekend, it's not that easy, and I'm not too sure if he realizes that it's not going to be that easy just to get a 2D graphic going. But it's possible. At least we got some code in there. That's a good sign. But I'm not too sure what it is that he's looking for, and I don't know if it relates to what I'm looking for. So in that aspect, I don't know what's going to come out of it. For now, the channel will remain. I could do a video tomorrow. I may not do a video for another week. Kind of what I did earlier this week. I think there was a time where I hadn't had a video for a week, and that could become the norm. I don't know what the norm is anymore, to be quite honest. It was nice to have a pattern. It was nice to have that routine. And now it's kind of like everything is taking it day by day, hour by hour. I don't know. Don't like those things. I'm the type of person that loves to know what's ahead. I like to know what I'm going to be doing. I like to plan my weekends. I like to plan my weeknights. I like to figure out everything that I want to do. I like to figure out what my goals are, what I can do, what I can accomplish. But lately there really hasn't been no drive. There hasn't been enough to convince me. And when you compare that to Run 8, and I know I've been harsh with them, I've been their biggest supporter, I've been their biggest critic. But when you see what's going on, we're in March, they make money. They've got money from myself and many others. And I'm not telling them how to do their business, but I'm just voicing my opinion. The way I see it, yes, it's going to be ready when it's ready. Well, that's good. But it's pretty sad, I think, when you take a look at what other developers are doing. And I buy a lot of video games. Like I said, I bought this weekend. There's a lot of games on here, like The Crew 2. Watched playing that for a while and stopped playing that. All these guys are out there, for the most part, not all, but a lot of these guys are out there constantly communicating with their communities. Maybe it's because it's on Steam, I don't know, but they're trying to let them know what's happening, what's coming up. I don't see that with Run 8. I just don't. And I've never seen it with them. Yes, I do see an email, or I see a post from time to time, and I do see people taking ideas. I've even seen some of my ideas come to Run 8. But I just don't see that communication level. And quite frankly, I'm tired of playing around or waiting. My patience and enthusiasm for Run 8 is really starting to die. And every instinct in me is telling me I got to do something else. I got to do something else. And I'm not talking about just do something else with my son. I got to do something else just for me. And I'm not too sure what that is right now. Yeah, I could play. I don't want to play the games. We're playing games all the time because he's been pretty immobile. So We haven't been able to get out. We haven't had karate. We haven't done anything, my son and I. So it's really getting sucky, and I think it's contributing to the fact that I really don't feel like doing anything in front of the computer but relaxing, sleeping, resting, and who knows what else. Just